You know it's a time of year for tradition, and what says tradition better than the oldest Minecraft server in existence? And not only that, but my first time seeing anything related to this server. Let's get into it. Welcome back, friends, and a special welcome to all the new friends out there. I'm YoBGS, player of games, speedrunner of some, world record holder in a few. We're going to see if we can get that number up in the near future. That's one of the reasons you want to subscribe to this channel. Also, today I am so excited because I did a little bit of research after you all explained to me that I need to check out FitMC. I need to check out 2B2T. I know it is a server where basically it's been anarchy for 10 years. Their goal is to never reset the server, and I guess so far they haven't had to do it. I think 2B2T stands for two builders, two tools. Thank you, Reddit, for that one. And I'm excited because in a server that's been around for 10 years, there's got to be some good legends here. And let's get into it. 2B2T's Most Bizarre Oddities. All right, I mentioned it a little bit earlier, but again, if you can subscribe, it always really helps out the channel. And comment down below if there's a video you want me to react to, or maybe just a weird game you want me to check out for a speed run, because I'm looking forward to doing a lot more of those in the near future. You might have noticed some second daily uploads from me, some kind of cool stuff. But anyway, it's FitMC, it's 2B, it's 2T, it's the Most Bizarre Oddities, my friends. Let's go.
I've spent the past few months hunting for illegal structures on the oldest anarchy server in Minecraft.
By the way, this is already kind of awesome. I've seen like an overhead map, again, because I Googled, I'm like, what is 2B2T? And I saw some overhead shots, but this is, it really does look like post-apocalyptia.
By illegal, I mean blocks that are not normally obtainable in survival Minecraft, such as bedrock and end portal frames.
So I know from the Dream Manhunt series that you can break bedrock, because like they glitched to get stuck up top there and managed to break it. But would that doesn't give you the blocks, right? It just kind of biffs away and goes into the universe. And then for the end portals, I take it you can't mine an end portal block with, oh shoot, what's the enchantment you get on a pickaxe that lets you, you break a block but you don't break it? So like you can mine a coal block, you don't necessarily mine coal. I'm guessing you can't do that to the end frame, but that was kind of the only thing that I'd had in mind there.
Well, recently, after traveling to a town filled with these structures, I have once again acquired the coordinates to something pretty insane.
That is kind of cool.
The ruins of an item stash from 2020.
I know, I see a cobblestone mountain that's cut diagonally. I'm like, that's pretty cool. Then we see this item stash from 2012. I'm like, is it really that neat? No, this actually does look awesome.
12, with more illegal structures, built by a player who abandoned the server long ago, FitMC's. It's been a while since I've heard that name.
It's awesome that, like, that they have had people join, possibly contribute for years, and then just fade away. It's like this weird modern art project. You know what I mean? It's like one of those weird things that you can never replicate. Because the problem is, if you start now, right, and you say, we're going to do what 2B2T did. It's going to be an anarchy server that never gets reset. The problem is, you're recreating 2B2T. You're not doing your own idea. I know, weird for a reaction channel to say that. But because you're not doing your own unique idea, you're fundamentally not 2B2T, because that was an original idea when they had it, at least to my knowledge. It would have to be. They started it in 2010. So I hope this goes forever. This is kind of cool.
He was a prominent member of 2B2T's old community, was a good builder, and had many connections.
Nice.
He was once ally.
My goodness, that looks... Okay, are there any parts of 2B2T that still look like that? Or has it all been turned into post-apocalyptia at this point? Admittedly, I've not taken the grand tour yet, but that is something spectacular. I also like the powered rails around the top of the wall there.
With the server's most notorious griefer, Pop Bob. But as to be expected, Pop Bob eventually betrayed him, and FitMC's ended up leaving the server for good many years ago. But I'll explain that a bit more later.
You hate to see it.
He may be gone, but the ruins of his item stash still remain. There are
those, okay. I'm about to make another dumb comment. Get your pens and papers out. Is that water? That's with shaders, right? That's with filters. That's not just standard Minecraft water, is it? Again, it's the little things in life that make me happy. Also, the top there kind of looks like, I don't know, it's this weird sunburst leaves. I'm digging every moment of this, friends.
Apparently bedrock blocks and end portal frames there, and their formations are quite odd from what I've been told. So it's important that we document them on film today. We are adventuring out of 2B2T's spawn and making a journey across the wasteland to find the remnants of O'Malley Mix's stash. Who knows what we'll end up finding, especially on the...
I don't know, it's just I'm turning into one of those channels that just looks at things and says, wow, but the lore, the legacy, everything about this, the random towers, by the way, in the wasteland. It's funny because they almost look like graphical errors. You know, you see a giant sand tower, you see a bunch of giant dirt and cobblestone towers, but really, like, I am amazed. I don't know. I've had my own solo worlds in and to myself for about 10 years now. The only Minecraft I watched for 10 years was Achievement Hunter. I'm not saying that's bad. I'm just saying I never ventured outside of my comfort zone. So this, dude, it's like when you come out of a vault for the first time in Fallout and you're like, oh, there's a world out here. I know it's weird to me. You've probably seen all these videos, but I'm really digging it.
Now then, let's get started.
Let's go.
Here we are at 2B2T's spawn, getting ready to head out. Now, the boat fly exploit is still active, so it's going to be very easy for us to travel today. I'm doing everything via the overworld because I want to see what interesting structures we can find on our way to this old stash. Now, a 2B2T player named Sanku is responsible for sending us these coordinates. In fact, if you look at this photo, he's standing next to what appears to be end portal frames.
Visited this place, March, May. So my guess is this individual's been giving the coordinates to a lot of people based on the fact that this was an 8-year-old location, but a lot of people are putting signs up from 2020. I would highly doubt that everybody would just be finding it on their own.
So I'm very intrigued to see what is at this old stash. Now, as I mentioned, something happened to O'Malley Mix back in the day.
Dude, look at how slow everything in this world is loading. And again, I'm guessing that that's not a function of the game, but rather a function of there is so much in this world that even with a good computer that I would assume FitMC has, it's just not gonna happen.
But I'll explain that a bit more when we actually get to the
skin,
base.
Though. Panda with a bandolier.
I recognize that zigzag. Oh, I need to land here. This is a sight for sore eyes. Take a look at this. It doesn't look like much, but this was the community spawn base from the 1.9 update back in early 2016.
Aww.
Many of us in the community at the time came together here to relax, socialize, trade items, and of course, go fishing.
Heck yeah! This sounds like something for me. Like, I've spent years just fishing in Minecraft, because, I don't know, I live in an area where fishing's not exactly feasible, like, 8 months out of the year, so I just kind of fish in Minecraft. I like the diamond armor, classy individuals doing some fishing. I'm about it.
Each other, and I have really fond memories of this place. It was easy to forget you were on an anarchy server here. This base also ended up being the staging area for the final battle of the Russia War, miraculously surviving an entire summer of griefing all across the server.
Should I check anything out about that war? Let me know below. Again, comment down below if there's anything, if you know about cool worlds, if you know about cool places to check out, if you know, this is going to sound weird, but if you know about cool stuff like this that nobody else knows, let me know. Because I would love to get it out there. I'm always looking to make some kind of original content and contribute to the Minecraft community beyond just riding, the shiny green coattails of Dream or whoever I'm reacting to at any given time. So yeah, if there's fun stuff to check out, hey man, let me know. Maybe I'll link my Discord in the pinned comment again, because we can always use some more people there.
This zigzag cobblestone is actually the oldest dedicated Elytra tower on 2B2T. My first overworld Elytra flight was jumping off this very tower. Man, it really brings me back. That was almost 5 years ago now. Most of my friends from that era quit before the YouTube invasion, and they don't even play Minecraft anymore, but that's enough nostalgia for me. Let's get a move on.
Dang, it reminds me of, okay, so I'm recording this shortly. You know what? Never mind. It was going to be a story about the WWE and the Undertaker's farewell, but I don't know that mentally I'm in a place to tell that story yet. So maybe another day. Maybe if you subscribe, you stick around, you'll get to hear my stories about the Undertaker. I'm just saying.
While the overworld is more scenic, it is going to take a little bit more time than the Nether, but it won't be that long. Once again, we have a prime example of why you don't
Flaming netherrack DNA double helix.
Close to spawn. Man, this place is completely demolished. I have a feeling we're going to see more just like that one. I had a feeling we'd be passing this. While it appears to be just a water cube, it's actually one of 2B2T's flooded forests. A lot of massive flooding techniques were experimented with in this quadrant, leading to the terrain being completely submerged like this. Seeing these old chunks have their grass turned into dirt makes it seem really alien, and a typical Minecraft player would consider this a very bizarre sight, but it's pretty cool if you ask me. Definitely glad we went overworld today, because it allows me to show you some of the more peculiar things on the server that aren't quite notable enough for their own specific video. I mean,
the only reason, by the way, is he's got like, what, a notch apple, judging from the HP regen? What is the totem he's holding? I've seen those a lot, and I don't know much about totems. But this part of the world, I feel like would hit me more if I hadn't watched Wilbur and Schlatt's video. See, I didn't call him Jay this time. +1. But watching Wilbur and Schlatt's video about the flooding, because I watched the grass blocks turn to dirt there, so that's kind of where I'm at with this.
Just like
it is
this.
Cool. It's like a weird sort of underwater desert
sometimes.
Almost.
Look at that. Someone was kind enough to leave us a spare boat. I mean, when you're on the road, it's always good to have a spare, am I right? But man, the flooded forest, what a cool thing to see on the way.
That is
it's not
times,
2B2T
man.
if we don't pass over some Swiss cheese snow. Now, if you didn't know, the server is so old that many of the biomes close to spawn have actually changed despite having already generated chunks, which is why it snows in deserts, rains in tundras, etc. If you spend a lot of time in the greater spawn region, you get used to it. There's the room.
It's like looking at a different planet. It really is. It's like looking at a different planet, because you know how you'll hear like, oh, on Venus they have like methane oceans and stuff like that, and you're like, well, that could never happen here on Earth. But then you begin to realize, like, I don't know, I was going somewhere with that, but it just, you hear about different things on different planets, alien to our own, and then you hear about this in Minecraft, and you're like, it really is a completely different planet. It's a different world. It makes sense that they call them worlds.
Here, I'm sorry, I have to stop. I promise this is the last time I'm going to stop before we
More
actually
nostalgia. I demand memories.
But I mean, just look at this.
I'm like that bank in Harry Potter. I need memories if this is going to work.
Place. It could have been anything. Now, the path blocks tell me it must have been constructed at least in the past 4 years sometime. I mean, there's even an e-chest up there still, so someone may have been living here recently. Wow, wait, what? Oh, a minecart. Oh, check this out. It's an old anti-AFK station in vanilla. You know, this method used to work. It used to work, but not anymore. And even with the server's TPS right now, it doesn't want to work. I checked around for signs and there were none, so we have no idea who...
I'm guessing that if you were running a... Well, setting up a farm would be impossible on an AFK server, but... Are there long wait times to get into, like, 2B2T? Because I'm trying to think of what an anti-AFK machine would be good for, and all I can think of is if there was a long server wait and you didn't want to get kicked for inactivity, you would set that up so you can go get food, and then you don't have to worry about waiting 3 hours to get back on the server when you get back.
We built that base, but overall, it was a cool little find on our journey here, but as I mentioned, no more distractions. We're very close to where O'Malley Mix's stash is, so it shouldn't be long now. But if you...
O'Malley Mix also sounds like a name of somebody in like a treasure hunting movie who would know where the goods are, right? Yeah, we got the coordinates from O'Malley Mix. He give it to us at the speakeasy.
If you're enjoying the video so far,
I don't know.
Consider leaving a like and hitting that subscribe
Do
button.
it! That's what I'm doing. I've already done it.
You know what? You've heard this a million times.
Yo, okay. So if you're still watching to this point, believe it or not, 85% of people who watch my stuff are not subscribed. I'm just saying. I'm not doing the plug. I'm not showing the graphic, but 85% of people who watch my content are not subscribed. That's just the thing.
Let's just go. The stash should be right ahead. And right there on target. Oh my god, look at that. All the bedrock is just right out in the open there. All right, let's get a closer look. It looks like there's signs here, so what I'm actually going to do right now is turn on a hack called No Sign Render. And what this hack does is that it prevents text from showing on signs. Now, the reason I'm doing this is because sign text can actually be used to coordinate exploit. It's a long explanation, I'm not going to get into it right now, but look at this. So I was told about this. It's a nether portal that's encased entirely in bedrock. Now, if you were to actually enter that portal, you would be trapped. This was before chorus fruit was even a thing, so you would actually be stuck in there until you starved to death. And that is not
horrible.
Be fun. Definitely a clever trap for any potential griefers, though, but that didn't stop the griefers in the end, from what we can see.
Or that was a trap set up by the griefers to turn this into their own unique hideaway. It's amazing nobody has tried to claim this, right? Meaning not try and say that it's their idea, because obviously O'Malley is the person behind it, but to not try and start living there and be like, yeah, I've got these cool features that nowhere else, nobody else, no one else has. I'm guessing because these were exploits used in very early versions of the game that probably aren't even possible now.
But let's take a look around, because that's one of the bedrock structures. I know there's another one around somewhere, and there's also those end portal frames. Looks like there's actually something intact here. Bingo! Here's the second one. It's 3 pieces of just floating bedrock here, but it looks like someone sort of built a shrine to it. I mean, I can't tell if this is the original structure or not, because I wasn't able to find any photos of this place before it got nuked. But I mean, look at this. There's like vines in the basement here and everything. This feels like a legitimate temple to this illegal bedrock. It's kind of crazy. Looking around in FreeCam, there's a lot of tunnels underneath the base, and there's like a huge mined-out cave system here. And,
we got it. We've got it. It's the obsidian whale.
There. I believe that's where the end portal frames are, and it looks like we can get there from the basement of the shrine. So you know what? Let's go back in the basement and see if we can find a way down there. Now I'm about to mine.
You know what this is like? This is totally like when you go to a monument or something and you're taking the tour of it, and they're always like, well, here we can walk this way to see what somebody would have actually experienced at the time. Now we're going back to the ancient year of 2012.
Now these stone bricks, but don't worry, I'll put them back when we're finished down here. I'm not griefing this place. So we have to go through this cave system to get to the black box.
Dude, griefing this place would be horrible karma.
This is not a quarry. It looks like these caves were damaged by explosions, but that's just an observation. But right here. All right, let's take a look inside and see what we find. Here they are. But it's just 2 of them. There are 2 end portal frames here. That's pretty weird. Like, I've seen completed portals, I've seen incomplete portals, but just having 2 of them there, that's a bit strange. But hey, maybe O'Malley ran out of portal frames. Now, there are signs here, and they seem a bit newer, so I'm willing to turn off No Sign Render.
Gunther was here. Cool guy. Mice in the Box was here, Smash 4. So somebody found this and then leaked it, and now people have been going there.
See what they say. Yeah, because this whole entire room seems like it's very recent, so I think it'll be safe to show the signs. Now that we've seen these illegal structures, you're probably wondering, what happened to O'Malley? I mentioned that he was betrayed by Pop Bob earlier, so allow me to elaborate. O'Malley was originally allies with Pop Bob. At one point, Pop Bob even convinced O'Malley to kill 2B2T legend Sato86. But eventually, things became sour.
Can you explain to me what the merit in a grand plan to assassinate somebody is? I know it sounds silly, but it's Minecraft. You respawn, no? It's the same thing as in, like, I guess they were doing it in Dreams SMP to try and get different things, but if you kill somebody, even if they're a legendary player, they might drop what they have on them, which at the time you kill them could be nothing. So it's almost like a robbery more than an assassination. I don't know why you would do that. And rather than hazarding a guess, I figure I'm just going to ask you, let me know in the comments what the significance of that would be. And forgive my ignorance, because I don't know.
O'Malley began using Pop Bob's hack client, NHack, which, as I mentioned in a previous video, was used to backdoor people's computers. O'Malley Mix allegedly ended up having personal info stolen by Pop Bob, causing him to quit the server for good. It just goes to show you how in the old days people could take things too far, especially for just a block game. But overall, these illegal structures have to be some of the most bizarre I've seen on the server. I continue to wonder what else could be hidden in the far reaches of 2B2T. Well, if you enjoyed the video today...
The weird part about that, is that FitMC? He is absolutely fit. My goodness, putting us all to shame. That guy's mainlining protein shakes for Thanksgiving. And you know what? There's nothing wrong with that, because I don't want him to show up in my place on Thanksgiving. I've already got Technoblade living in my crawl space. Shout out to Throwbacks. But that is amazing. And it's funny because he mentions in the far reaches of the server. But I don't think they would necessarily be as far reaching as he thinks, because you feel like in a moment like this, everyone would try and run to the ends of the server, right? And so the farther out you get, the more war there may be, because everybody's trying to kind of establish themselves in these sort of outer reaches. So I feel like the real oddities may be more under his nose than he's thinking. And if that ends up being the case, that would absolutely be awesome, and I would look pretty smart. But I don't know for sure. So yeah, this is just a fun little video today, kind of with the holiday and everything. I wanted to react to this because I know a lot of people had recommended it. If you're digging what I do, again, you heard my cheap plug in the middle of the video. 85% of people who watch are not subscribed. So if you could remedy that for me, that would be a tremendous thing. You know we got more videos coming tomorrow. I'm looking forward to just everything. The more I learn about Minecraft, the more I fall in love with playing it. It's just a lot of fun. So again, thank you very much, everybody. Take care, be safe. I will see you for the salty run back.